Alright, we didn't get anything.
Are you also listening to the wind dancing on the treetops?
Right, I think this person already maxed.
I'm not good
Yep,
at dealing
she already
with
maxed.
It reminds me of...
And who do we get before? Was 4-star, right? Oh, he's also max.
I'm not writing.
So that's his new outfit or garment.
After I brew my Celtic
So I have
I hope everyone will appreciate it.
I also have Druvis in her new outfit too. So out of for all the people that have the outfits, wait, see, is it this one? The wrong one. This one. So we have the outfit for Knight. We have the outfit for An Lee, but I don't have the character. We have the outfit for this. So the Knight you can see. So she's her original character is like a ghost hunter, but I think it's similar to the same thing where she has a talisman thing. Druvis third. And these are the free the free outfits are this and is this Balloon Party? Yeah, Balloon Party. And the Emma one is from the event. So he's a healer. I mean, she's a healer. I don't know what this guy is since I haven't used him before. That would be cool if he has a horse for one of his moves, but no, it doesn't have it. Alright. So which should we do? Should we do Emmy's well, I'm not sure if I even pronounced his name right. Let me see, does it have a thing there where it pronounces his name?
I'm not.
Voice is this. Nope. Is this a voice?
Здравствуйте. No, nothing. The name is on the paper. Please, have a look. Здравствуйте. No, nothing. Have you ever?
Alright, so
I'm not writing poems.
So the good thing is, like, you know how they had the lore, so it tells you it's an arcanist work. So I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, I believe, but it might be Russian. Exhibited in the early 20th century for 29 years. Completed in spring on April 28th. Exhibited in some exile land which belonged to the Russian Empire. So we can do his quests, or do the new event quests, which is I think it's a story, but I'm not positive. It might just be like a random puzzles and stuff like that. But in the story, we found out that he's the one guiding the lost horses, so they don't get harmed. But they mistook him of capturing the horses as prisoners. Since in the event, out of all the parties, I think, the guide and the other person was like didn't drink the water, so they didn't turn into horses. Or was it loose shoes? Alright, we'll do his quest, so hopefully we can get the character, and then if we have enough Jade to clear drops to Poe. Flowing in the wind. Wonder if there's any voice. Hopefully, there's the voices for these. The one traveling afar. A fine spot to rest. The bird perched on the nook of a tall tree, but not long after, he hears branches breaking beneath him. The sudden crack startled him from the rest. After a brief search, he finds no sign of danger and returns to his roost. A moment passes and the forest is quiet once more. I was on the steps near the upper reach of Pelvin River when I met Getian and Bismarck. So those are the two that didn't turn into horses, but when they were on the plains. That being so, then I should be near there soon. It is, of course, abundantly clear that this virgin forest is nowhere near the steps he was looking for. Realizing his mistakes, he sighs unconsciously, then takes out a bone flute from his belt. I must go with the flow. That was what the hexagram instructed. Yet, one who is lost should not be afraid to seek help if necessary. As he gently flaps his wings, a melody trickles out from the flute. Soon the melody draws the attention of the forest birds. They close in, landing on the branch around him.
Please.
Please, I am in need of some help. I am traveling to the steps that begin at the upper reach of Pelvin River. Could you show me the way? Oh, I forgot he's talking to the animals or the birds right now. Chirp, chirp, chirp. No. I'm certain it's called Getian River. It's the most strange that the river shares its name with my friends. So where is this river then? Chirp, 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 chirp. That's far, surely. How is it that I became so turned around? Well, it would take far too long to fly back now. I might as well take a look around here. I will go with the flow. Getian lifts off with a bow. The forest of forest below shrinks until it's only a small stroke of green on the wide canvas. A mountain ridge is painted into the scene, one end sloping downwards to the cut of the river, while the other end stretches out, coiling around the landscape to the stepped lands that lie far in the distance. The tree below him grows more scattered and sparse. Those that remain tower tall and straight, with needles instead of broad leaves standing out like tiny brown dots on the painting. Then icy feet ahead captures the blue of the sky and freezes into ice, and a dusting of snow covers dry, brown soil as if it was salt sprinkled upon a marble table. Among the boundless white caps and field of snow, a handful of buildings sparkle with lights, drawing the birds' attention. Huh? What do I see here? Getian glides back towards a desolate patch of ground. So far the art's pretty good. Someone has piled grain here. He watches for a while, but sees only squirrels and hares moving around, carrying out mouthfuls of looted grain. There seems to be nothing else around, no signs of a house, nor even a person. Perhaps he might stay the night and fill his empty belly. And so Getian lands softly in the yard and finds himself something to eat. To be continued. Oh, oh wait. So this is similar to um Jules Zinze or something. Her thing with also I think it was eight stories. And then after the stories is the surveys, which is the fights. And it's also 4. Oh, we only did the prologue? Alright, stage 1. Dripping inside the hourglass. Dripping inside the hourglass. I just... Gradually regaining sight, the bird spied the furniture of a simple office and the face of an old man staring back at him. The old man, with a face both worried and confused, seemed to be retelling a previous statement.
Just now?
So you said your name is Getian Yangping. Wait. So you said your name is Getian Yangping, and you come to the city in search of the 2 lost belongings.
Hmm?
Is that correct? The eagerness of the man's tone finally dragged Jintian's wandering soul back into his body.
Exactly.
Yes, you may call me Yangping. Forgive me,
That's
my
no matter.
Forgive me. My mind is scattered. Must be in need of rest after my trip.
Hmm?
Wherever else do you need to know?
Hold on a second.
Well, we made a mock-up of your belongings. Please check if they match your description. We've never seen anything like these particular items in our city, so I'm afraid I have to ask you to tell us a little more about them. The old man puts the files aside and unfolds 2 pieces of yellow paper. Take your time. Let me know if there's anything incorrect. So we had the bone flute, and I'm not sure if this is the talisman or some jade or Yangping pins the pictures down with his wings and checks them over carefully. Yes, this is a good realization. You should know that the wand is made of bone and the pendant of jade. Okay, so it is a jade pendant.
Huh?
So these are valuable in any way. Wait, so are these valuable in any way?
No.
No, not as you mean it. The wand itself is no more than a common tool, used to cast arcane skill, but no different from the calligraphy brushes, phaeton, or brushes other people uses.
I see.
Oh, so you use it to cast your arcane skills. The old man nods thoughtfully before following another question. You just said it was a common tool. So where you are from, arcanists don't need any sort of special wands?
Huh?
Phaetons, brooms, swords, sticks, even you say calligraphy brushes. It seems like anything can be used to cast arcane skills.
Exactly.
I'm sure you've seen it for yourself. Arcanists are everywhere. Even here, I presume. Then you must know if it's the caster's will that triggers the skill. The tool is only a medium, a matter of style rather than necessities. Getian blinks at the man, confused at his strange ignorance of such basic precepts of arcanums. The old man seems to read nothing into Getian's stare and continues. Ha! Well, we're sort of remote, so many things are different here. I try not to assume. I didn't mean to offend. I was only curious. We have arcanists here, of course, but we know little about those outside of our community.
That's no matter.
The world is vast indeed. That's true.
That being the case, that's...
So, then, this bone wand is your top priority. We are short of manpower right now, but I have found. Wait, but I'll have it found. No.
Huh?
Huh? Hmm? The old man wrinkles his face in surprise as the bird responds. Yet it comes to a rest back to a smile again. As you said, the pin is of no great value. To be honest, it seems quite ordinary. I think it's unlikely it will be stolen. But the wand is a different case. The consequence of such a tool ending up in the wrong hands is certainly more severe. Nevertheless, we will try to have them both returned to you.
Thank you.
I only meant that I can't say that the wand is a great priority to me.
Hmm?
Why is that? The wand is an arcane tool. I can only guess it must be more valuable. The old man must have sensed Yaping's hesitation, so he cuts himself off to ask another more pointed question. Of course. I should have asked first. Which one is more valuable to you? Hey Ray Ray, how's everything? If I remember correctly. Hey Blue Rose Angel, how's everything? Hey living person. How's your stream, guys? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Are you guys also playing Reverse 1999? Oh, nice. Thank you, Ray Ray. If you're still here, Ray Ray, thank you for recommending me. And thank you for bringing your community over. Alright, thank you again, Blue Rose Angel, for the raid. If you need to do any self-care, go or rest up, eat food, bathroom, or anything like that. Alright, we'll go back to the story. Of course, I should have asked first. Which one is more valuable to you? Oh, nice. Because I think I had someone draw me like a intro character of mine into like a dragon. Yep. Getian replies with silence. Only the rustle of the feather and the drip drop of a water clock can be heard. The worn stone floor is smooth and cold, providing uncomfortable to stand on compared to the branch. Getian folds his wings, with claws tapping on the stone floor gently.
I don't.
I cannot say. I should need to think it through before I give an answer. Surprised by Ying's response, the old man leans in with interest. Alright, thank you. Have good work. Good luck at work. I see. Please, take your time.
That being the case, let's...
We may need to wait some time for your belongings to be found. You're welcome to stay here and talk with me. I happen to need help with some questions of my own. Of course, you can ask me any that you have as well, whatever comes to mind.
Please.
By all means, go ahead. There's a young girl who runs a tavern in the city that has gone missing. We searched every corner, but still haven't found her.
Hmm?
She was wearing a red dress with a blue-green top. Did you happen to see her before you entered the city? No.
Huh?
She has a friend. A foreign merchant of the same age with red hair. Very eye-catching. Would that help at all?
My apologies.
No. It would not.
Uh,
Please, search your memories. They might have been near a bridge.
Hmm?
A bridge? The word conjures up a memory. Indeed, there was a bridge. Built over the cliff, broken in two. Many had tried to make it over, and nearly as many failed. At least, the skeletons below tell me so. So I guess people actually jump across the rivers. I'm in the bridge.
hmm?
Huh? And what about the other side of the bridge? I recur further on there are trees. Yes. Then rivers. Then mountains. And a heavy fog that separates this place from there.
This should not be.
The ones you are looking for would have no reason to jump that gap. If they could even manage it. He places a certainty in his tone, as if to stop the old man's question, or at least convince him he, in fact, hasn't seen them. Yet, now, he feels a rising uncertainty inside himself. We will have to expand the research then. I hope they're alright. He thinks back to the bridge, as well as the parting that happened there. There was a building on the other side of the gap, and yes, someone did jump across it. Someone in a striking red dress. Hard to miss against his plain surroundings.
What about Junonse? She jumped over the bridge. Is she never coming back?
Wait, so is this a story after the main story? Because in the main one, I think she turned into Lushu and jumped across the bridge.
Perhaps we will meet again. One day.
So this is Birchmark, and this is Yin Issei. Jin Yin. The memories and the name popped up in his mind, but for now he has to put them aside. The old man remains locked in his stare all this time, before breaking the tension of another question.
Hmm?
Did you remember something? Not that is of any use.
My apologies.
There is nothing I can do. Oh. Never mind then. We should talk more about your... my wand, perhaps? I presume you wish to know how to use it, and whether it may do harm to you.
This should not be.
We have spent too much time circling around each other.
No.
Circling? No. Take
That's
no
no matter.
Take no mind of it. I will tell you what I know.
Hmm?
The old man puts on a shocked face. It contorts, looks strange for his age, like a momentary glimpse of a younger man.
Exactly.
As I said, this wand is not of any great power, but it has its uses to me, and I would like to have it back. I will satisfy your curiosity, but then you must return it at once.
That's right.
Certainly, we are not thieves after all. As I am just a visitor here, and you, my host, all I can do is make a humble request. Somehow, the quest comes across as more of a polite warning. Yet the old man seems not to sense the implication at all. He heaves a sigh of relief and nods along with Gentian. No problem. No problem at all.
All right.
Good. Things are simpler when the truth is out in the open. I will tell you about my wand, but first, you need to answer my question. I can plainly see your bones don't fit your appearance.
Are you disguised as someone else?
Oh, really? You already have your answer, don't you? But I will answer your question only after you answer mine. He slightly nods and signals to Yanping.
Please.
Stage 2. A flood of memories. So right now, for the reading part, it's just going to be just mostly reading. Once we get to the surveys, when we start the fighting part.
Life in the mountain is indeed carefree.
Listen, there's the wind, the rustling leaves, and the chirping birds. All much more beautiful than the awful racket that humans makes.
Do you think so, Yanping?
The bird's call Yanping moves carefully to the trunk of the tree, so he can hide in the shadows.
I don't.
I never left the mountain. Which is more annoying, the noise made by humans, or those made by animals? To you, I think they will both be annoying, just in a different way.
It seems.
I admit, listening to the daily conversation of humans and their handling in the market can sometimes be interesting. Is that so? Birds, like any intellect creatures, can sense different personalities and hobbies. One can tell the difference between them by listening carefully to their chirps. One might be loud and talkative, while the other only makes a few short sounds in reply. They do invent many new useful things, and some that maybe you might need one day. Like bricks, our nests have been much better protected since they showed me how to make them.
Exactly.
That's true.
Like this.
And the technique of making beautiful melody with bamboo and wood with holes, or the doodles they draw that can hold their word.
And then...
They can even measure time using something called a calendar. They can see into the essence of ordinary things and dream of wondrous creations from them.
If you look at the world like a human does, you will probably be shocked by its vastness.
It is.
Yanping, I know you don't care about humans, but I feel I should tell you everything I want to say. Yanping moves back to where he had stood before, right next to the other bird, their wings rubbing against each other, with feathers fluffing out. So, are you leaving too? Well, it's only a matter of time. Good luck. Thank you. In a rare moment of silence in the trees, one of the birds stretches his wings to cover the other. You're still unwilling to leave the mountain? Is it because you can't bear to stay away from home?
However,
I simply have not found a reason to leave.
It seems.
Your time has not come yet, I guess. But that's fine. We need someone to take care of the nest and belongings. I'll leave my books and instruments to you.
You are the first one born in the Central Plains after we migrated. I think you will adapt to the environment here faster than we do. We are so used to living high in the sky. When we look down, both the cities and the people are no different from dirt piles. only by living among them can we truly experience the prosperity described in the poems. I think you will leave the mountain one day.
But not for now, at least. It's not yet time for me to think about such things.
Fine, fine.
Just as well. You glide slowly like always. So we gotta add in 30 minutes. Oh, wait, no, 30 seconds. Used up all the snooze buttons already. Hopefully I'll be useful to our people one day. I don't want to become another lazy bone always snoozing beneath the tree. The seasons changed, beasts and birds came out and went away, and the trace they have left behind were gone in less than a day as the leaves fell. The stream slows downwards, and the wind blows its course night and day, as always. You returned.
Who? Oh, it's you, Yanping.
Wait, who's Bone Collector? Whose bones are these? Not your friends, I'm afraid. I will take them to our temple. You may check them yourselves, should you wish.
All right.
I will. Quite some time has passed, yet still you choose not to leave the mountains.
Well, given the situation of our race, I guess you'll be the last one left to take care of our bones. You will have to leave one day.
Thank you.
I thank you for the reminder. Now, please leave me alone. The bird, robed in loose clothing, stretches its wings and flies towards the point of the roof, far away. It is a fine weather for a nap.
Both the mountain and the human world are between the sky and the earth. Are they really different? Anyway, the breathe feels comfortable now. I should take a nap.
There are so many bones left in the temple. It could take 100 years or even more to read through each one's story. I might have a long life, but I still rather spend the time on the things I'm actually interested in. These stories have nothing to do with me. There is no need for me to leave the mountains. The beast in the river remains there for several generations until the rocks in the stream has been polished smooth. But the scarlet trees where the birds rest remain as green as ever. Our kind has not had a new generation for a long time. I don't think anyone will be able to collect my bones and move them to the temple if I die outside this mountain. In that case, then the tombs here will eventually be buried by weeds. We might migrate and follow the humans. We study different cultures. We put so much effort into prolonging the lives of our people.
Yet, it was all human, as I expected.
What eventually led them to leave the mountains was the summoning. In layman terms, it was like a wordless awareness of our calling. Every member of his race would have felt it. Whenever it happens, they each would fold their wings and lower their heads, and the bone collector would set off to where the bones lay. Better make it quick. It's not far. Good. It's not close to the human city. I won't be interrupted. He must have been on his way back to the mountains, but didn't make it.
That's
No
no
ma-
matter.
No matter, I'll take him back. From his view high in the sky, spotting the white bone screw across the green foliage was a simple matter. Seeing his target, he folded his wings and landed. Wait, so is that the bone collector? We meet again. He examines the scope beneath the clothes, and felt for a second it peered back at him. The wilderness was silent, as if the place was long abandoned. Like how they used to, he kept a bit of a distance, but this time, the bone did not hop forward to meet him. One wing covers the other again. You know, I often wonder why every bone collector would eventually leave the mountains, just as you did. Was it the scenery? The people? Something else? You left to help humans build cities and bridges. You even sought out water sources and gave them your so-called advice.
What is your purpose?
There was no reply. He hasn't cast an arcane seal that might allow the skull to speak. Yingping lowers his head and found a line of ants climbing through a hole in the skull.
To verify that you have learned the right knowledge? To offer help to the creatures similar to you? Or you just simply could not resist the desire to do so?
Yangping stays there with the silent bones for a long time before he took wings again. No matter.
All men, whether great or ordinary, will end up in a pile of bones.
There's nothing else I can say. It's time to return. Stage 3. Want something? For as long as we draw a breath, we're migrating. And then, at the moment of our death, we are reduced to bones in an instant. Thus, we take our people's bones with us whenever we move. It is our way. This wand, not merely a tool to me.
I see.
So then, the bone came from
Exactly.
my clanmate's wing. I learned how to carve from humans so that I might make this wand. He reads the old man's reaction, hoping he might capture some clues for his response. The old man raises his eyebrow. Mouth slightly open but wordless. Eyes open and fixed straight on him. It was a shock.
My apologies.
If I cause offense, there may be cultural difference between us. So, then, you're a bone carver. What a surprise. I know of a place that would be perfect for you. It is called the Ninzing Nova Rod. Cool name, isn't it? There are many craftsmen there, and they make lions, tigers, reindeers, and even dragons out of bones. Their handicrafts are used as accessories on sheaths.
Oh my.
Can you imagine that? Legendary creatures coming to life through a simple engraving on old bones. Calm yourself, sir. Otherwise, I think I may have to cast a calming arcane skill.
No, no.
Oh, please, don't worry. I'm totally fine. I'm not rabid. I'm only happy for you. But I almost forgot. I promised to tell you everything, so I don't think you would like to see this false image anymore.
Hold on a second.
Please hold on on a second. Wait, so that's his actual... Wait, so that's... So he was never old man who was just, his arcade skill or something that cast up on themselves? The face reveals beneath is surprisingly young. He tightens up his appearance, already decent enough, and begins again more seriously. Alright, please allow me to introduce myself one more time.
You may call me Leonid, Hey You, or Employee. The name doesn't matter. Just pick one to make communication easier.
Hey you! Okay.
In fact,
Also, wait, so he works for the same foundation? Wait, wait, only, Yennesin and Birthmark went here, so I don't think any Foundation members came to, Pelville City yet. Did they? No, I don't think so. I work for the St. Paladin Foundation. I don't think you would know of it, but it's an organization which provides support for Arcanists and collects their information. So far, it has helped countless Arcanists. I work at the Russian branch. Like the other branches, we are committed to helping Arcanists. It's part of our duty.
like this?
For example, if you are attacked by critters when you take a nap on the park bench, call us. But try to make sure you haven't just drank too much vodka first.
Seriously?
In truth, I love my job. It gives me the opportunity to get in touch with new things and people. Like you, a rare case among Arcanists.
I owe you an apology, to be honest. We were going to catch those big critters with corn and wheat. You know, they haunt this place in winter. Never expected to see you here. We thought you were a new species, but you are... half man? So they got me here just in case.
Getian has a little sense of most of the techno jargons the now young man is speaking, but managed to capture the key information.
My apologies.
Please, you don't have to do anything. It was I who ate the crops without permission. I should repay you for them. So how much are they?
It's okay.
Oh, only a few Shardonas. It's already forgotten. Now back to bone carvings. Seriously. Please wait. What is this Sharpodoni? A currency widely used by Arcanists. I heard it's become popular even in the East now. Have you never seen one before? If you mean the things people use to trade, the one I usually see is a round coin made of copper with a hole in the middle. Though, where I am from, many people simply barter. They look into each other's eyes, each bewildered, not sure what to say next. They're two very different creatures, each from very different cultures. Well, I'm not sure if I see how to carry on our current conversation. Let's stop the official assembly and find another place to talk.
So...
Please close your eyes. I'll take you to a room where we can sit.
All right.
The corridors of a branch can be kind of narrow. You might find your wings brushing along the wall. I will be careful.
I hope to.
I have another question.
Please.
By all means, go ahead.
Really?
It seems there are no language barrier between us. Is that part of your arcane skill? By the way, that grain you ate was soaked in liquor. We were passed out drunk when we found you. We mistook you for a strange critter, but then your wand glowed. My colleagues screamed as if if a pack of bears or moose had broken loose in their branch again. I had to compensate it for now, but I took your pendant too, just in case.
My apologies.
So he was drunk on that. Well, I guess I'm not sure if he knew it was filled with liquor, so I guess he passed out from yeah, stacking on them. Ah, yes, our language. It's my arcade seal working. I apologize for finding me in that sorry state.
It's okay.
The test room, meadow. Wait. The test room places meadow wherever one might expect wood. Leave them a room with a monochronic gray hue. The layouts oppose a feeling of strictness and cold. Coming through the experience he's witnessed through others' bones, Getian can only think of one place that would look this way. Is this a prison? It's the office! You know, I told them to use more color in the room, but they didn't listen.
Seriously?
This is sadly a bogged standard office of the Foundation. He caught on to its biggest drawback. It does give the impression of a prison to anyone with even the slightest care of ethics. Maybe it's to make us more eager in the field. Who knows? Please, take a seat. He pulls out a chair for a bird, gesturing him for to sit, then sits on the opposite side. Something round drops from between his fingers and onto the table. This is a Sharpidino. Wait, Sharpodoni. Hold it if you want. Just be careful. It might bite you. It looks similar to the coin I know, only without a hole in the middle. It seems your kind have a preference for cats. It's a lion, a much more larger animal. Imagine a cat larger than this table, with mane and a loud roar. Hey! Leon grabs a Sharpedo immediately and puts it back in his pocket. Wait, what? Wait, was the coin making sounds? The pockets continued to make a racket of gnashing teeth in affected anger. This is a splendid coin. It would be the most difficult to steal.
Sorry.
Yes, though. I never thought it would bite you. Usually, Sharpedos only bite humans or when irritated.
You look like a decent...
I wonder if a lion likes being petted like a cat does. He admits to himself, frankly, that he likes being petted too. You come a long way from home, though. That makes me think you're the curious type. Now, before we move on, I must clarify that the Foundation does not intend to violate the privacy of any Arcanist.
In fact,
the following questions are based on the information I have collected from the artificial Symbolianism. It's a special circumstance, and I hope you understand. To show my sincerity, here's your wand. He takes out a long bone stick from a hidden place and pushes it towards the awkwardness cedar bird. You showed some trust in me, so I think I should trust you in return. Few would close their eyes in front of an Arcanist they just met without hesitation. Your bones told me that you're a straightforward person. All deception aside, they also said there is something you want from me. That's why you are being so friendly. Getian leaves the wand on the table, waiting for Leon to respond patiently. After all, he receives many such offers of kindness from the people beyond his mountain. Whoever they are, they all share one thing in common. There is always something they wanted. There is always a motive behind a strange kindness.
What do you want? Wealth? Fame? Social status? Or a new arcane skill? People like you have similar purposes.
Stage 4. Stage 4, Part Ways. The young man nods, looking much as the birds expected. Yet his barrage of question catches Jensen off guard. So, how might I make this wish? Is there a ritual one needs to perform? And how is it that you grant these wishes?
Really?
And is it true that you are capable of bringing abundance like the legendary Firebird? Are you, Getian himself, merely hiding in the bird's body? Yeah, sounds very familiar with these names, his face containing a joyful smile as he mentions them.
Anyway, whatever creature you are, I would like to ask you for a story.
A story?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, a story you didn't finish. You told me the background story of your wand, and has already revealed much about your people. I appreciate you letting me peek into your people's lives like that.
I hope to.
So I wish that you would finish it, and if you need something in return, I will tell you anything you like, or everything even, so long as it's not classified.
Seriously?
I enjoy collecting all kinds of stories and finding out the truth behind them, and especially legend from the eastern land we know so little about. If you're wondering about my motives, your information will undoubtedly be important to the Foundation, and may even prove useful for my career. So in the end, you are seeking a higher status. Not truly, no, but if you'd like to think of it that way, I don't mind. The man shrugs his shoulders before leaning back in towards Getian.
In fact,
You were reluctant to leave the mountain in your story, but now, here, we are talking in this room. Why did you leave? Did your curiosity finally get the better of you? Your story will answer my questions, and perhaps my intel will be useful for you in return. I asked myself that question many times, and never arrived on a simple answer.
That's
But-
no matter.
But I don't mind giving it a try. But as you said, we are exchanging information that may be useful to the others, and I have provided some of mine. It's your turn now.
so...
I guess you'll ask me about the Foundation, right? I believe I understand that your Foundation is like the Zinshi in my hometown, an authority at the least.
However,
And that your arcane skill is a rare kind of and talent. The image was so real that I hadn't doubted it until the very end. Such a skill can only be the result of generations of cultivation, I'm sure. But I only seen it once among the bones I've seen, so where did you learn it from?
No, that's not true.
I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. What you saw wasn't an arcane skill at all. I don't know that any arcanists in our foundation could do this with arcane skills alone, not even our best.
In fact,
No, what you saw here was produced by a machine. Given a little ingenuity on our part, though, I admit, it probably looks like magic to most people. Officially, it's called artificial symbolism.
That's true.
Yes, I remember. You mentioned it before. The city, the old man, and the ladies I asked you about were all produced from your memories. Your subconscious tricked you into rationing what you saw as real. Essentially, you build a dream around yourself, so it's only natural that you believe it was real. The bird tries to match Leon's words with his experience. The machine must be some kind of mechanism device. It has its subconsciousness must be referred to the expression of one's own mind. And if that is the case, the function of this artificial somnambulism becomes obvious. So, this device reads one's mind and creates an illusion using replica built from one's own memory. In a way, it functions quite similar to the arcane skills I had seen before.
no worries.
From the sound of it, yes, but please don't be alarmed.
In fact,
The official Sub-Boolean guidance has specified the scope of content that operators are allowed to access. We can see the part of your mind that you refuse to show. Wait, we can't see the part of your mind that you refuse to show. Not that we would ever try it. It would be severe violation of one's personal rights after all. You're a rare case. I had access to the entire city and all the people in your mind. Not to imply you are careless, but it seems you trust others easily.
I guess your hometown has a friendly and tolerant atmosphere.
No.
No, not exactly. That's one of the reasons why I left the mountain. Much of what I know comes from the people's bones, and there is a limit to what I can learn. I cannot know what they've forgotten or what they refuse to tell. But I find myself more than a little confused as we continue our conversation. You desire something, yet refuse to admit it. You invented a method to read people's minds, yet impose so many restrictions on it. When my people left the mountains, humans begged them to grant their wishes, yet, at the same time, they suspected my people of evil intentions. When my kind were still alive, some humans thought we were sent by their deities, while others grew bitter, thinking our way was demeaning. And as we die out, one by one, some cheered, and some cried. Now, I sense you have no intention to push me, yet you are not going to let me go either. You try to be nice and show sincerity, yet I sense its nervousness at my every moment.
It is.
It seems you humans really are inconsistent. But what I do not understand is what this has to do with my homeland.
Exactly.
Inconsistent? Aha, yes. I suppose we can be. But most people never question their own inconsistencies.
Seriously.
But I know this is no small question for you. And that's why I think we're in a position to help each other. If you tell me more about your home, then I'll have more information, of the information I needed, and then maybe we can work out just why it is we humans can be so inconsistent.
So?
It's unlikely. Wait, it's likely not even detailed. Wait, it's likely not every detail will be useful, but why not give it a try? The young man leans forward again, like pressing a weight against the bird, hoping for a response. Getian takes notice at that moment that the young person's neck bone shines brightly whenever he mentions the legend from the east. And now they are practicing lowing. Please.
I hope to hear everything that happened somewhere far away from here. And in the name of Leonid, I swear, I will never use the story for any evil purposes.
I know that word of mouth doesn't always ring true, and that a story told from one perspective can never give a full impression. But I can't stop myself from chasing the story to its ends. The man's driving curiosity might have come off too strong, as Getian hasn't felt it himself before. His race arcane skill allows him to read other creatures' mind, yet the animal of the mountain has little occupying their mind except their daily survival. The birds didn't truly understand what being curious was like until they found a race with man more like their own. Creatures that could communicate using words. They could invent and imagine new things. From this race, the birds learned how to use fire and how to write down their thoughts. And finally, they learned to be curious. Now the birds suddenly realize that he and the young man share in common.
What attracts you is not necessarily good for you.
He held in a sigh. I see, but not ever knowing would be even worse for me. Very well. I already interpreted a hexagram for my friend before I came here. It said, one should go with the flow.
Alright.
So I have decided that I will just go with the flow. You haven't returned my pendant yet. Shall we start from there?
My pleasure.
I'm listening, and with great excitation, let me say. In fact, its former owner was a bit like you. Really? I'm honored you say so. The young man cuts his reply short, prodding the bird to continue. But I suppose, when I think back on it, it seems a trait that all humans share. Getian glances at the young man, tilting his head. Leah can sense there is a compliment behind the bird's expression, as if he were an old man wrestling a boy's hair with a smile.
Sorry.
Could I ask how old you are? I don't know how to tell how old a bird looks, but you don't seem old. So, would you be, say, my father's age? No, luckily not. Don't tell me you're as old as my grandfather.
I'm much older than your great-grandfather, I'm afraid.
The young man's confusion seems more natural to his face than his smile. Taking a deep breath, the bird begins to tell the story. The jade pendant belongs to two others before it came to me. To be continued. So before we start number 5, let's try some of the survey ones. So behind the scenes, authorization. Also, we get to use also, let's see how he plays.
Hey, give me a check. Just one, the lowest denomination.
The music will speak. The bones will tell. This is not a mistake made by men.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
So that's what we were trying to roll for.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Wait, is it a one target or what? Is it one target or mass? Okay.
Confrontation was never to my liking. The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Plantain. Handy.
Very sec.
Plantain. Handy.
The music will speak.
Conventional choice.
Pardon me.
Plantain.
Yeah, I know they see this. Oh, need me to get you guys in the... What? You still don't recognize me? What about now? Now, let me
The
choose
show's
you
on,
lucky
House.
guests. Yes, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of that can handle it. It's just luck. Seven, siete, set.
So Tori is one of my main DPSs. What's deduction is I think a harder version. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's for deduction is the one where I choose my own characters. Oh, never mind. I don't choose. Okay, I choose. Okay, I see. I won't choose the characters that I haven't, that I, you know, probably. So this is Splatonia, and Tenman that I haven't used before. Is she gonna be? Oh, is it all 4 characters or is it 3? All 3. We're versing Jessica that we got on the last my last 6-star.
That's right. Newly made this year.
Very sec. Deep off.
The bones will tell.
Another jar?
Very sec.
The music will speak.
Well,
That's right.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Anyone feeling cold? Hey! Crinkle!
Not right.
What's wrong?
Confrontation was never to my liking. Confrontation was never to my liking.
Year. Nice tactic.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
There they are. That hurts, huh? It's wrong.
No matter. I wouldn't have to do this. The music will speak.
Another jar?
Careful.
You don't want to miss it. Go, go! Say hello.
newly made this year.
The bones will tell.
So everybody's gonna have their ultimate.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Got you. Take along. Take along. Crinkle.
No.
I don't like to resort to violence, but sadly, these are counters.
I didn't know she had a shield.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Confrontation was never to my liking.
This is the one pen.
Sadly, these are quiet.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Cheer and witness my victory.
So she was the one character I wanted to get in during the Ururu games, but I didn't get lucky.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Watch my clothes.
Oh, self buff.
That's right.
A design of its own kind.
Seeing stars.
Bravo! Just like real diamonds. Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Nice tactic.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
That hurts, huh? A fair game.
Hopefully I get lucky to grab her once she rolls around next time.
Nothing unexpected. For now.
Okay,
The
deep
music
buff.
will speak.
Do this. Yeah, I know.
Stay away from me.
What? You still don't recognize me? Ta-da! What about now? Time for a special massage.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Plan A.
Wait, oh.
Confrontation was never to my liking. The music will speak.
Plan B.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Some unconventional choice.
Okay, so we have
The bones will tell.
Do this.
or we can get something to a level 3.
The music will speak.
Yeah, do this.
Careful.
What? You still don't recognize me? Hey, what about now? Don't be shy. Let's dance. Now, let me choose you lucky. Wait for 5 seconds.
Do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of magic handling. It's just luck. 3, 2, 1, down. Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. Let's dance.
Show's on.
The bones will tell.
Yeah, I know. Time waits for no one, even for a great people.
So Melina's story or her event's gonna be up in next week, I think. It's gonna be a rerun of her event of, like, you know, the being like almost like a almost like a what, phantom thief or type of like a thief thing, where she okay. So we're definitely gonna use a shield character. And where's the I forget what Desert Flannel is. Oh, she's a healer. Wait, so alright, so definitely gonna put her in. So we don't need a shield character. And I think that should be good.
Good enough. Get it started.
Oh, it's Forget Me Not. Forget Me Not. All right, let's see. Debuff. Do counter.
Music
You
will
want to do
speak.
it the hard way? You got it.
Oh, it's petrified. Yeah, what's this?
Puppy, give me a hand.
Yeah, I know.
Dance in the pixel world.
Need me to get you guys time for a special massage.
Confrontation was never to my liking. Confrontation was never to my liking.
Do they see this? Yeah, I know.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Oh, need me to get you guys hey. Don't be shy, mi amigo. Let's dance.
Oh, petrified.
Now, let me choose two lucky guests. Yeah, I know. Do they see this? Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of magic. It's just you still don't recognize me? What about now? Ta-da! Time for a special massage.
Alright. So I can't use any of this guy's moves. Alright, so we can see. Oh, not bad.
You got it.
Yeah, Tú decides.
Digital bodyguard.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. Need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Not right.
¿Intentarlo de nuevo? Now, let's choose you. Tú decides. Yeah, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of magic. It's just need me to get you guys an ambulance? You still don't recognize me? What about now?
Nice, we got her ultimate back again. Not bad, she's not the one that got petrified. So how do I want to do this thing? Oh. Alright.
Now, let's
Music will speak.
Yeah, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of magic. It's just
This is not a mistake made by man.
hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. Let's dance.
Oh, there goes the healer. Now we got the shield person back. Oh wait, never mind. It's a single target character. I'll use all her attacks then.
Wanna watch that time?
Fine.
A little trick.
Leaving the stage.
7-7 set.
It's stage 3. Hopefully when we finish this one, we can do some wish or so. If not, we'll just continue with the story. Or first probably take a break or so.
Your request has been heard. The music will speak.
Yeah, I know. Planting.
This is not a mistake made by man.
What? You still don't recognize me? What about now?
Not right. Confrontation was never to my liking. The music will speak. The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Tú decides. Yeah, I know. Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo. Need me to get you guys an ambulance? Now, let me choose two lucky guests. Yeah, I know. Tú decides. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of magic. It's just what? You still don't recognize me? What about now? Time for a special massage.
Plan A.
The bones will tell. The music will speak.
Plan B.
Stay away from me. Pardon me.
Let's see, what is good? Recommended. Let's do work with those.
I don't like to resort to violence, but accidents happen.
Oh, we got everyone. Okay.
Just like real diamonds.
What's that?
The bones will tell.
What's your race? Be serious. Stay focused.
Careful.
Say hello.
Damn it.
Science.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
What's your race?
The bone confrontation was never to my liking.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Don't lightning.
This is not a mistake made by man. The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Just as I know.
The bones will tell.
What's this?
Intriguing, isn't it?
Be serious. Stay focused. The ingredient store owner said it was very effective.
Just like real
Please
diamonds.
believe me. Crinkle.
The music will speak.
What's that? Just like in the train. Be serious. Stay focused.
Careful.
I tripled the ingredients this time. Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Just like real diamonds.
Let's got a shield.
The bones will tell.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
What's your race?
The music will speak. Stay away from me.
Bravo!
Right.
Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards?
just still silenced. Hmm.
Intriguing, isn't it? Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Go, go!
Not right. The bones will tell.
This is my best formula. I know what this is.
Let's see how it go.
Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will Sotheby. This is the gift, well prepared for you.
Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
Everybody's weak.
Your request has been heard. The bones will tell. Careful.
What? You still don't recognize me?
What about a nice part?
Cancel.
¿Intentarlo de nuevo?
Confrontation was never true. The bones will tell. The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
3, 2, 1, down.
¿Intentarlo de nuevo?
Debuffs. Okay.
Tú decides.
I wouldn't have to do this.
Yeah, I know. Ta-da! Time for a special massage.
Stay away from me.
Ta-da! Time for a special massage. Now, tú decides.
Planting.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of like hand. It's just luck. What? You still don't recognize me? What about now?
The music will speak.
Bien hecho.
Pardon me.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say,
Last survey. Them. Any new characters? Nope. Alright, put the shield character back into.
Hey, give me a chip. Just one with the lowest denomination.
sadly, these are counterfeits.
The music will speak.
That's right! Nice tactic!
Tú decides.
Stay away from me.
That hurts, huh?
What? You still don't recognize me? What about now?
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
That's right!
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Just like real diamond.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, amigo. Let's dance.
Watch my clothes.
Nice tactic!
The bones will tell.
That's right! Nice tactic!
Tú decides.
I wouldn't have to do this.
That hurts, huh?
Ta-da! Time for a special massage.
The music will speak.
Yeah, I know.
The bones will tell.
Tú decides.
Come on, this is the one pet!
This is not a mistake made by men.
Oh, need me to get you guys in
Cheers! Witness my victory!
Just like real diamond.
Now, let's
Confrontation was never to my
together.
liking.
Tú decides.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of mechanism. It's just luck.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Ta-da! Time for a special
Just as I
massage.
will.
¿Intentar de nuevo?
Intriguing,
Nice
isn't it?
tactic! That's right!
The bones will tell.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Like a lighter! Hey!
Pardon. The music will speak. The bones will tell.
Nice tactic!
Yeah, I know.
Stay away from me.
That hurts, huh?
to be of service, my lady. Time to wake up, gentlemen. A design of its own kind.
Tú decides.
Just like real diamond. Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Bravo!
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance? Now, let me choose you lucky guests. Tú decides. Yeah, I know.
The music will speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, no any special kind of lucky handle. It's just luck. You still don't recognize me? Hey, what about now? Don't be shy.
This is not a mistake made by men.
Tú decides.
Intriguing, isn't it?
The bones will tell.
What? You still don't recognize me?
Sadly,
What about
these are
now?
counterfeits.
Pardon me.
Time to go all out. Come on, this is the one.
Confrontation was never to my
Come on,
liking.
this is right.
Alright, can we
The
finish in this
Papa drum on
round?
the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Anyone feeling cold? Cheer and witness my victory! Hey!
Buff it again.
Nice passing! Time to go all out!
Glad to be of service,
Yes,
my lady.
I know.
Like a lighter! That hurts, huh?
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, Mia.
Victory, the mother of arrogance.
Alright, let's see what our rewards are. Hopefully some more good gems. And we got 160. Wait. Okay. Hey Panzer, thanks for the lurk. Alright, do we even have enough for... Oh no, we don't. Need 1,000. Alright, we're back from break and ads, I believe, I just finished, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's go to stage 5. Continuing with Flowing in the Wind. Stage 5, Heart of Flesh. In my homeland, the people living under the mountains have a preference for jade wares. I can only scarcely remember when those delicate jade pendants first came into the fashion in the city. They resembled their coins, rounded, with a hole in the center. Some were glossy green, others pale white. They will feel warm if they kept close to the body. Perhaps that's why it's worth so much. I first saw it on the belt of a scholar. I pray, keep us safe in this place. What is that? He raises his head from behind his wings and to look down towards through the leaves. This is not the first time he has heard a human here. Another seeker of blessing. I wonder why they put so much trust in the power of this tree. Perhaps they do this simply for peace of mind. I suppose it doesn't matter. Good day to you, young master. I've seen you up here a lot of late. Here to pray for the exam? You have shown good devotion. The tree fairy will surely look after you. I can only hope to be so blessed.
I come here to pray every day, but I do so just to reassure myself, in case I become too nervous in the exam to remember what I've learned.
You ought to play some music underneath the tree. People say they hear songs coming down from the tree, but no one has ever seen any bird or man playing it. We figure it's a fairy. And if you play music to please her, the fairy might give you her blessing. Jensen never expected he'll be the cause of the superstition. He had just learned a song from the bone. It has been quite a quiet day, and he is just practicing. Who would have thought it could be so much constructed? Wouldn't I be swaying the fairy's judgment if I did so? I should just say my wishes are as they are. Then if the fairy's choice is to grant them or not. They converse for a little longer, until the second voice begins to fade away. Now the only voice is the one which woke him from his dream. I wish for the people here to live a life of peace, safe from disaster, and that their hard work will be rewarded with bountiful harvests. That merchant will be safe on their journey. His wish are all about others? How curious. He loses himself momentarily in thought before crashing another glance down to him. Like backbone. He may make a good counselor in the court. He rarely reads other people's bones outside of his own people. Bone reading so often makes one curious, and curiosity in turn could be the cause of many trouble. Even when he wanted to read another creature's bone, he would eventually talk himself out of it. He tries, with some difficulty, to not make this an exception.
Pity he will live a disturbed life. Over-righteousness often comes with misfortune.
He will die for his beliefs. I cannot help but wonder if it might be a... No, it's none of my concern. Jinzen pulls back his glance from the man and his bone. But the voice inches closer. I must set out tomorrow.
Let me see. I don't have anything valuable, actually. I'll just leave this here, as a token of sincerity.
I promise to return with a better offering to show my gratitude. Well, if my wish comes true, that is. As the man approaches the tree, the bird withdraws more deeply into its leaves. There is a rustling of fabric and grass. Something is pulled on the ground. Right. This should do it. Farewell. Jinsen cannot dare to look until all is quiet again. Below him now is a jade pendant, the same that has hung on the young man's belt. The bird ponders for a moment and puts it on the tree hollow. Nobody will look inside the tree hollow. It's safer here. And should he come back to look for it, I will find a way to return it to him. What is lost must be returned, so one may be spared unwanted trouble. The dog puts his mind at ease, and he returns to his sleep. After the young scholar left, life in the forest became quiet again. I spent many long hours in that tree, napping or just listening to the wind. The scholar never returned. Perhaps it is just as his bones foretold, and he has taken by death young. Even if I was wrong, mortal lives are short. The pendant no longer has a master.
However,
until I met its second owner.
So this is the tree father mentioned. It's more flourishing than I imagined.
Oh, so... Wait, so he didn't die young. Just a lot of time has passed. I wouldn't be surprised if there truly was a fairy here. I haven't seen many blessing seekers for some time. It seems now that people only gather under the tree to talk and laugh before parting ways. Humans. Seeing this young man recalls a similar scene. His bones are strangely similar to those to the young scholar who visited so many years ago. He foresees that this man too will meet a similar end.
I thought people in the outside world cherished their lives more than anything. How come he would rather die than stand by? It's meaningless.
Hey Ronin, Otaku Knight, how's everything?
Risking your life just to say something that might not even be adopted. How reckless. It's not worth it. Is this necessary?
For him, spending so much time in this tree, well, perhaps it's merely habit, but this is where the humans come to make their wishes. And he listens to their requests, trying to understand what draws his race to them. He no longer blames his people for leaving his home behind. Still, he is puzzled. Why did you go into the human world? Why did you sacrifice yourself? Father, the place you used to talk about, I visited them all. You warned me not to follow you in your footsteps, but I choose this path on my own.
Besides, I've already seen the beauty of the world. I can't bear to watch it being ruined.
Getian listens silently from the treetop. This has been the moment to return the pendant.
Such a beautiful tree should stay here alone, so it won't be destroyed.
Enough empty words. I made up my mind. The young man walks away with determination, never looking back. The bird knows that at this moment he will never see him again. From then on, he finds himself returning to the hollow to check on the pendant. Within a few short days, his predictions appeared to come true. As I thought. Oh, it broke! What could have gained this... what could he have gained from this desperate course of action? The jade, now broken, seems like a little more than a matter of... I tried to repair it, doing the best I could. Afterwards, I tied it to the end of my bone flute. I thought maybe I would come to understand more by repairing the jade.
They struggled for what they knew was impossible, and even died for it unknowingly, just like my people.
Not long after that, a strange rumor went around the village that people there were being mysteriously turned into horses. I decided to find out what really happened.
Turns out, I'm also part of the story.
To be continued? Yep. Alright. Let's go to my crew. So we got 3 more to go. I guess I'll finish the story before it gets too late. Stage 6, the limited sky in the teapot. So you repaired the pendant. That's why it has these cracks.
Seriously?
I wouldn't have thought it's possible with just a pair of wings. Holding it at a distance, you can hardly tell it was broken. Following his gaze down, the bird's eye shot the jade lying on the table.
I have not checked it carefully in a very long time. Judging from the look, I might have spent a lot of effort on it indeed.
Wonder what he used to make it go back to one piece. What type of glue or glue or substance that he used. I felt something change inside me after seeing what happened to the previous owners of the pendant. So when I left the mountains, I kept it as a reminder not to meddle in others' affairs, and to remind myself how similar my people and humans really are. I wasn't flavored by the god of wisdom, so please forgive me if I say anything stupid or offensive. Softly and tentative, he touched the edge of the pendant with his fingertips. Then he sits up. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But that means he has to know about the storm, though. I'm not sure if he knows about it since he's been stuck in the mountains. It feels a little like a piece of bone. Speaking of which, I wonder what you can see from my bone. No, never mind. I don't think I want to know. At first, I thought it was a trick of detecting lies and illusions. But if it's my past and future that you're seeing, count me out.
Seriously?
I will lose interest in living my life if I find out that I won't die surrounded by my collection of stories and beautiful carved bones.
No.
I haven't looked that closely. You haven't, but it is within your ability to pry into the details. Please don't tell anyone what you see, including me. Clamp it, muzzle it. Oh, pardon me. I only mean your ability is very impressive. Yes, that's all I wanted to say. You flatter me, sir.
It is.
But life beyond the mountains had told me much more than what the bones may tell. My people must have felt the same as they travel across the human world. They thought themselves... Yeah, Abby, how's everything? They thought themselves visitors to the world, only traveling through it. Little did they know that they were already bound to it.
But things are connected once they meet each other. Exactly.
Oh, Ronan, I'm not sure. Do you also stream or you just mod for streamers? Okay. Emily, you back from work? Novelty attracts attention, and it is all too easy to get obsessed with finding it. I learned calligraphy, drawing, music instruments, so many other skills. I have also learned many poems, all thanks to chasing novelty.
In fact,
I started carving bones after I got this very knife.
actually, The bone piece embedded in the blade will shine like a pearl if you put it under the light. But there is no doubt it is bone. It even looks alive when you put it in the fire. I just can't stop looking at it.
Oh, that's yeah. I know some of my friends that they can't talk too loud during the night, or the neighbors start banging on their walls. Do your people know how to do it? Do what? Imbue things with life.
Like this?
Bone.
Or that?
Wait. Wood. Bone. Metal. Mud. We may shape them into a form of animals and men. This is one way of bringing them to life. The other way is to give them shorter stories. When I first saw your bone wand and the G pendant, I assumed that the wand was more precious than the pendant because it had arcane powers, and the pendant doesn't. But now, I'm more drawn into your pendant story.
In fact,
items with stories are more valuable than those without.
That's true.
Indeed.
Seriously.
And to fully master a skill, one must find a good teacher and then be willing to search the world to learn more. He stops himself. Oh, sorry. I should get some water. Or would you like some tea? I'm gonna brew some anyway. The bread just brought some new samovars. I'll make some tea for us. A shiny tea set now filled up most of the space on the desk. The young man bends down to carefully light the charcoal beneath the device. How convenient. The pot must come from a good designer.
In fact.
My people are heavy tea drinkers, so some of our was invented to meet our needs. It's very convenient. It pours easily and provides much needed wind protection to keep the tea warm. There's even a place to set snacks on. You see, no one has been bothered to design such a thing if tea weren't introduced to us. So that's what I'm having. That's what I'm having right now is tea. I just got a refill during my break. The glistening amber tea is poured out of the pot until it fills the cup. As the steam rises, drops of water condense on the tip of the bird's feather. If there are needs, there will be those who try to meet those needs. It's true. Once you have a prototype, others will try to improve on it, but
the creation is the real exciting part.
The birds rummage on the word. The young man is right. His people has never developed any skills or invented anything. Not even the smallest thing which might make their lives easier, like this teapot. Oh, nice! All they have ever done is imitate or mimicry. They spent years learning human language, imitating their behaviors, and adapting to their custom. The bones of the predecessors, recording all the information they would need. Neither I nor any of the people have ever created anything.
If imitation was what we left the mountain for, we probably chose the wrong path at the very beginning. It's meaningless.
He puts an end to this thought. It's a conclusion he had never thought he would make, but not one he would ever thought about before.
Oh.
Don't overthink it. True. Wait, what? Don't overthink it. True inventions is rare. Only a small number of people ever manage it. There are as few as them as an old man's hair. Yeah, I thought, Yeah, remember when Leon asked him to close his eyes? He brought it him there that during that time. That's what like before like before he found out that he was like a young guy instead of the old man. I thought you joined during that time, unless you joined after. Someone else invented it, and now all I have to do is make the tea. Anyone can make tea. True, true, but we all brew our tea a little differently. Each taste is unique.
Seriously?
I have to say, your dog pursuit of the explanation reminds me of some of my other Arcanist friends.
I don't know how to make a wand as simple and natural as yours. Likewise, you can't make tea as good as mine. Things like this happen all the time. It's not a big deal.
There's no need to dwell on the true reason you left the mountains. Maybe it was just curiosity. It could be anything. Or perhaps you were looking for a tool to survive. We don't need any new tools. My people have always had what we needed to survive. Now, with that mindset, you're sure to find yourself at a dead end. How can I make tea without a sumover? You have to see more to know what you're capable of. What you're made to do, that's your tool. The young man shakes his head a little and takes a sip from his cup, his face wrinkling up in disgust. It's bitter! Oh. Don't, oh, good, you haven't had too many tea leaves in one pot, I'll say. I'll make you another one. No matter.
No matter.
Allow me.
So...
Well, thank you. Sugar or honey? Honey, please. That's how we had it back in the village. Wait, so Getian is making tea for the person that's in the facility? Yeah. The bird nods in understanding. He stares at the teapot and slightly lifts his wings. The bronze pot tilt as he moves, and the vines fill and definitely fills their cups. Oh, and please pour my tea here, into the plate. As he waits for his tea, the young man scoops up some honey and sends it into his mouth. Wait, he scoops? Oh, okay. Then he takes up his plate, drinking the tea from its edge. I never seen one drink tea in this manner before.
In fact,
You'll get used to it if you stick around. We don't have rules on how people should drink their tea here.
That's true.
Indeed, it's good to learn new things. The white steam from the hot tea rises, and they both fall into a comfortable silence. Slowly, the steam gathers until it hangs in the air like fog. But there's still a wall, only it's no longer the straight gray office. What is going on? You said you don't know anything about artificial signal, so how did you gain access to it? You?
No.
I have no such device in my possession. I spoke truly. I have never experienced its effects before.
However,
But I did tell you of an arcane skill similar to it. Have you forgotten?
in fact,
It's my job to assess whether you are a threat to the Foundation. To do that, I had to keep certain information from you. We only want honest answers from you, that's all. Now, you're right. We are still dreaming. That was the last piece of information I kept from you. If you're upset, I knew what you wanted since the beginning. The bird's voice is calm as he continues. Yet, I was bewildered by the inconsistency between your words and your deeds.
However,
welcome back! Some random ads. That's weird. No like Getian or any like gacha game ads. Just like Valo, Steam betting, sports betting, and Maybelline. I have also learned such. Wait, I have. I have also learned much from your conversation, but it's as I once told. It is best to judge the heart by its deed.
Please.
Which is why I'm taking control. Stage 7, no more astray. So since he took over the artificial assembly thing, I wonder what he's gonna do if it's not a dream now. Turns out I was the one who was left in the dark.
Seriously?
Now, I wonder why you let me guide you into these dreams. Weren't you afraid? As I'm afraid now, the Foundation won't go easy on me if they find out you operated the machine without training. And what if anything goes wrong and we're stuck in here forever? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. He said like somehow he like knew, but it's like something different, like some arcane powers. You have an interest in handicraft. Huh. Oh. A sudden change of topic. Yes. Of course, I wasn't lying to you. I made note of this place you mentioned.
Oh.
You did? That's good. In fact, if you ever go there, do you mind bringing me a couple of things? And I'm hoping you remember this place of mine. He's back to the tree!
We are born with the talents of speaking the human language and reading bones. Our bodies are a combination of humans and birds. They will turn into skeletons as soon as we die.
It is my people's belief that we should witness as many beings and events as we can, record them in our bones while we are still alive. And after our death, our bones will be taken to our next home. We moved from the borderlands to the central plains because of war. Our future changes dramatically not long after we arrive. Then, one by one, my people left the mountains. Now more and more bones are brought back, and with the bones come tales about us.
People in the human world call us Miemons. Yet we prefer to call the entire race by one surname, which is Getian.
Getian. Okay. Also, the race is Getian, so his name is actually Yangping. Oh, but does that also make him, since he says he's the only one left in the mountains, does that mean he's the only one, or is there like other mountains that have Getians also?
And I am the first Getian ever born in the central plains.
Oh, okay. A mountain breeze rises, gentler than the icy wind of the land where they had been. It rustles through both hair and feather. They hear the footsteps of animals on soft earth, the patter of tree branches, and the humming of water in the brook.
For a very long time, I simply roosted on this tree.
As the day passes, fewer and fewer of my people visited me. Most have become the lazy bones lying in the temple. The bones never lie about the owner's character. Some could be talkative. Some were taciturn. The lives of mortals then scarcely intrigued me, but the life in the mountains had grown dull in equal measures. Until a thought dawned on me. Though humans cannot read bones, they have their own way to pass on memories. They write or draw. They compose music. They shape mud and earth or carve solid stone.
I have mastered all these skills and read the lives of my people. Almost every one of them. I will make an attempt.
What are you going to show me? A room full of treasures?
A room with only lifeless objects.
Is it all the bones?
Please come in. My wand is made of bone. The bone from one of my people. He had taken a lot of trouble on my behalf before I left the mountain.
His bones were never returned to his temple. For a long time, I assumed he was alive somewhere far beyond the mountains, until one day I heard the bones speaking, and they mentioned where his remains lie. The temple he last stayed at was not far away from the city. The place was long deserted. He gave up his life, neither wanting to return to his people nor to be remembered and worshipped in prosperity. Wait, so there's a wallpaper of this scene? It's like, oh, so if you're playing by randomly, you do your own wallpapers. I didn't understand his choice. I choose not to take him back to our temple as he wished it to be, but I took his stories home to write it down in one of these scrolls.
Seriously?
Yeah, because like if you have the snipping tool, once you like take the vision thing for the hub off, you can like just do screenshot of the scene you want or something. This isn't a very large room, but it would be some effort to find anything specific. Aided only by the dim light seeking in from the outside, Leonard squints at the collection, waiting in the dark. Some things are hung in the air, while others appear casually tossed aside, barely visible in the dark clutter, bones and carvings, losing their dull luster to age. How are we going to find the right scroll in the dark room like this? Not a concern. Now he's... Oh, okay. The bird turns his head in the room and suddenly basks in warm lamplight.
Who can tell the difference between the bones of the great and those of the ordinary? One should seek the pleasure of life, not the future after death.
I'm wondering if you can also use the scene where it's like, oh, it's like you're offline and the lights are off, and when you're online, the lamps are lit. Although the language he speaks is completely unfamiliar to him, the young man seems to understand the meaning of each word. It dawns on him that Getian is continuing to use his power to keep their conversation smooth and clear.
That's true. Whatever we have done when we are alive, we will become a pile of bones after we die.
He looks around and gasps out of amazement. Your collection and these works, I'm amazed.
Seriously?
You truly are one of the best bird I ever seen. Is that so?
Thank you.
The temple is quiet. Words are unnecessary here, for they are useless to the dead. The only sound in the room are Getian's feathers blushing across the scrolls. Getian. That's stage 8. Stage 8. After the endless plains. The tea is still warm, as if the people there has never left the room.
Oh, thank goodness.
Phew, home safe. No one's brain is permanently wrecked. Thank goodness.
Seriously?
But I never regret taking this journey with you, sir. Earlier, you said your name was Yangpin, but you call yourself Getian after your people, so what do I call you? If you don't mind, simply call me Getian. He paused for a moment and solemnly speaks the young man's name. Leonard. Yes, I'm listening. Is that your true name? Oh, like I said in the beginning, names aren't important. We use them only for the sake of communications. Hope mine is not too tough to remember. If you wish to know the name I usually go with, my other colleagues always refer to me as Name Day. A second introduction, like a handshake from a friend. But like what he said, that we could call him either Lian, Hey You, or Employee.
All right.
I see.
So?
A toast to you, Mr. Getian. The young man raises his cup.
2-piece.
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 The bird extends his wings and pushes his cup towards the man. The man lowers his. The cup reach each other, making a single click.
Seriously?
It's still nagging at me. When did you figure out that we were dreaming? The very moment you appeared as Lysian. Lysian. Huh? Did I do something wrong?
No.
No. It was only that you asked me about my friend's whereabouts. It was odd that you asked. And that besides, your bones were a poor match to his appearance.
It is.
Illusions are difficult to perform, much like the artificial Zambonius. With diligent practice, you might become a very good indeed.
Seriously?
Now, do you sound like someone who's century old? Let me get all the information sorted out. Hopefully, I will get some time left to show you around in the branch. The one in reality, of course. Oh, so wait,
matter.
so they're still dreaming? So this is still a dream? Take your time. But the man bustily digging into his file seems not to hear him. Name day. I'll put you down as non-hostile. In fact, you are kind, sensitive, and very pleasant to converse with. But I will have to ask that question again.
No worries.
Please don't worry, my job is done, so your answer won't affect your assessment. I see. Finish what you have started. When we first met, I asked you which is more important to you, the bone wand or the jade pendant. At the time, I was only trying to figure out if you had any preference, One perhaps you share with humans and Arcanists. But you already answered that through your stories. You treat them both as equal, just as you value the wand and pendant.
Are you sure you value them equally? What if you have to give up either of them to survive one day?
As we talked, I worry whether you might take the wand and the pendant from me. He looks into the young man's eyes. I told myself you meant no harm. You only wanted to learn more about me.
However,
from my stories, you should know there is always a third option for me. I would have traded my life for them.
If I had to make a choice between the wand and the pendant, I would give you my bones.
Your bones?
Slowly, he repeats the word and nods.
I didn't expect that answer.
He closes his notebook and rises to push the chair back under the table before turning around.
So?
Please wait another moment. I need to pause the artificial somnolence program first and bring you back to the waking world as the protocol requested. I wish you have a wonderful journey from here on. Your registration documents will be issued shortly. Not long before, we encountered a poet from the island. Perhaps you will see him too in the future. I think you have a great time together. I will look forward to it. Also, I didn't lie about my love for stories. Should you hear more during your journey, I hope you might share them with me.
Can you write with your wings? Like using a quill pen?
I will attempt to do so. The bird raises his wings, performing something as close as the wave as he can do.
Goodbye.
Finally, returning to his solitude, the bird prims himself while enjoying the peace of the moment. He has seen and heard so much since he left the mountains, but rarely took the time to look back on his stories. The tea, the ink, the paper, the metal pot, the wooden table, the stone paved road, so many things he had never seen in the mountains. He was a newborn chick, and the mountains, the brook, and the forest was his shell. Now the shell has been gently cracked, and he flows out into the bowl. That bowl might be roughly made, but the liquid inside is clear and good, reflecting the sky, mountains, and everything.
Perhaps this explains why people in the human world love liquor. I should have drunk with them when I had the chance.
The bird closes his eyes. There is still time to enjoy the moment before he wakes up from his dream. Life beyond the mountains is indeed chaotic. I never intended to stay long in the city after that transformative mystery was solved. But now, I'm even further away from home. Perhaps I will never return home again. Even so, it was good to see it once more, if only in a dream. Getian sits on the scholar trees, just as he had before, with the wind still blowing through his feathers. But he feels now that he's no longer as he was.
If time went back to that day, I would still fly down the mountain.
The owner of that tavern was young, stubborn because of her youth, but she was always been true to herself. She grew up in that city, growing close to her neighbors. She loved them like they were her own kin. If she did jump over the bridge, she must be the real Zen girl now. She must be pleased. As for those two foreign merchants, they weren't scared away by all the trouble. They stayed till the very end. That day, I saw the lantern floating down the river, growing brighter than ever before. And that hexagram of water and fire. The choice was to be made. You, with water above and sky below, the hexagram of waiting. I hope they left the city with what they wanted. Till this day, I still wonder which path the lady with unreadable bones ultimately chose. That young man was another interesting person. I wonder whom I will meet next.
How would I know the limits of the mountain if I didn't leave it? Yet the world turns out to be another bowl. Fine. I shall listen to the wind before anything comes up.
We finished the story. Still not enough.